Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know exactly what's going on, right? We pushing strong in the game, man. That's what we doing. Real. That's what we doing. But peep game, though. Peep game. The list. The list. That's what we finna get on today. What you mean, Stan G? The list. A lot of folks, a lot of folks have forgot about the list. So, must I remind you about the list? This where everything come down to. As y'all run up in the building, y'all run up them lights up, get me hyped up, and let's get straight to the meat and potatoes. First thing first, the list. Talking about they had a list. Now, you know, a lot of stuff come across my table, and this made a lot of sense. First thing first, the people who was on the top of the list, they went after first. That was the big bag. And you know, some of the people who they just ran into, that was just on the list, they tried to get them, but they ain't go full throttle. Full throttle. But let's keep it real. They really went full throttle on Darnisha and Dolph. So was they on top of the list? Because you gotta think about it. How they blitzed Darnisha and had her getting airlifted and things of that nature. Like they shot so many shots they hit a white lady across the street. So what did she do so bad to make them blitz her like that? Oh my. Think about this now. Was she one of them $100,000? One of them people on top of the list because Dolph made the song, and the song was ringing so tough, it was ringing out in them people's ears. So they put her on top of the list because he feel betrayed it. Because he feel betrayed it. Oh my. Understand, G? See that list where things get real lit. You understand, G? When you on that list and you on top of that list, they came to blitz. They hit the woman across the street. That's how real that list was. Y'all run them lights up, get me hyped up, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all run them lights up, get me hyped up. We piped up. Run them lights up, get me hyped up. We piped up. Cause we speaking on the list today. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who was a part of that list, especially on top of that list, they went and got immediately. Immediately. They ain't had no time to play around at all. They went and did what they had to do. And it was so many shots on the people who was on top of that list. And you gotta think about this. One thing I know about the list, people was saying the list is still out there. And this just out the blue. Folks just hit me up. And you see, when I get about 2-3 calls, I know it's time for me to go ahead and get up on the subject. So somebody called me and was telling me, man, yeah, the list still out there. I'm like, who gonna pick it up? Anybody who wants some money? Oh man. It's a cold gold world, it's a cold gold game. Oh man. And then you gotta understand this. If they were so far worried about Big Jook being a mastermind, and they had that down pat. They had that down pat. Why would they bring CMG up in court as the person who paid the $50,000? That's not a person, that's a group. So why would they do that? Why would they bring up, run them lights up, get me hyped up? Y'all answer that. Why would, if they ain't worried about Big Jook and try to put the whole thing on Big Jook, why would they bring CMG up that paid the $50,000 like that's a person? Because people, places, or things. Nouns. Oh, nouns. You gotta understand when they get out here and they really start pointing the fingers. But thing about it, when they point the finger at a group, they mean the group effort has transpired. A group effort has transpired. Do y'all understand, Rico? Do y'all understand what I'm saying, though? You feel? Now, I ain't gonna get to y'all too strong or too long because I know I'm talking to a lot of smart people here. But when we think about these type of situations, we gotta put them in great perspective so everybody can understand and get what's really planned out here. See, I ain't the police. I just got sense, and it's more than common. You understand, G? OhMane, shout out to Prophet. Yeah, it's more than common. So they pointing a finger at CMG, but they say they only worry about Big Jook as the mastermind. See, Govan going to court next month, and it's really gonna be a crazy hunt. But at the same time, can't nobody save you when you're doing wrong. Energy is real. Y'all run them lights will get me hyped up, cause it's only real now. You know what I'm talking about? Because their list, they made them go hit Darnisha first and then use the same car to go and do the rest of the moves with. The same gun, they found the same gun that they did that with. So it's a lot of foul play into this whole situation. But the thing is, why did they go and get Darnisha first off the list? And then I'm hearing they made a major payday, they paid out, so the city went crazy. That city went crazy. And they had to go get their dog money. They paid out on 100,000 Stan G. And then they really went wild and tried to go do Dolph. And their head was all in the clouds and they were lost because them folks trying to go pick up their money sauce. Because they knew it was real. And that's just what it is. Everything I'm saying allegedly for entertainment purpose, but y'all know it's real. July the 28th, we back up on it. But don't forget about the list. I'm just refreshing everything. I just hit the refresh button. Don't forget about the list. Understand, G. If you made it to the top of that list, that boy went like hyenas going to get that money. You know what I'm saying? They shot so many shots, they hit the person across the street and unalived the person across the street. That list was cold. That list was cold. And then all the people who they ran into, they just try to quick fast and do something to they. You know what I'm saying? You understand, G? It's a cold gold world. It's a cold gold game. Oh man. Oh yeah, the hit list. Yeah, the hit list. Yeah. And if you made the top of that list, they got the main two people. You know what I'm saying? Just for Dolph and all the people we lost. It's real out here. Y'all get about the gangster matrix. Stop faking like turkey bacon. You know what I'm saying? And that's my living today. Man, make sure you mess with all those who mess with you. If people show you love, show them love back. And we rocking like that. But this that list talk. This that list talk. And Darnisha's still alive. Y'all boys better open up your eyes. You understand, G? Because it's only real. It's only real. And these folks getting how they live, man. You know? And then another thing I'm going to speak on a little later on. Y'all ready? How y'all know Cornelius didn't lie about the whole situation? Because he stayed across the street from the house that Big Juke was pulling up to. So how Govan introduced them if he been seeing him the whole time? Understand, G. Y'all run them lights up to 150, and I'll be back if y'all really want to talk about that. Oh, man. Understand, G. It's a cold, cold world. It's a cold, cold game. Oh, man. Because that list strong, dog. That list is strong. RIP to my dog, and all the people we lost. Because they still trying to throw a cross in the game. They still trying to throw a cross in the game. And a lot of folks got to open up their ass. Comment, like, subscribe. Most of all, open up your ass. Run this joint up to 150. Y'all run my lights up, get me hyped up, and I'll be back to talk about the other situation. We gone. Jack.